In the first few years, I found that the teachers that had a nice relationship with the students enjoyed their job, and that was the teacher I knew I wanted to be. I looked at spending a fair bit of my time building those relationships with kids and having that kind of environment where kids look forward to seeing you and being part of your lessons.
It's so incredibly rewarding to know that in some very small way, you've shaped the lives of these people, and I think when they reach out to you once they've finished school as well and consider you to be somebody who's a support network, that's where it really hits home that what we do as a job is really so important for society.
I used to work in a different industry and I found that I didn't have any passion for it. So one day I was driving to a meeting and I pulled over on the side of the road and decided to enroll in the teaching degree. And it was just like a split moment decision, something that I've been thinking about for a long time. And when I started my teaching journey, I never looked back.
I did have a special moment recently with one of my students, and we were talking about onomatopoeia and the rhyming words and alliteration. There was 2 words which should have rhymed, but we were discussing whether they did, and one student was trying to work out if they rhymed. It was roof and woof. He was so dramatic that he started giggling, and then I started giggling. And we couldn't stop giggling, and then the whole class started giggling. Just one of those moments where it was just so nice to stop and just to be a bit silly, to remind myself, yes, they are students who are children.
It was really important to me to work in a school that aligned to my own personal values, because when I'm working with students, it's so easy to connect when our morals are aligned, and I wanted to find something that really stood out as a community rather than separate entities.
I think tsac fosters a community really well. I think that they look out for the kids really well, and the kids respond to that. They has amazing sporting community, amazing creative arts, and then if you don't fall into any of those categories, we have clubs and activities that the kids can go to. So it's not just one thing, it's everything put together that makes tsac what tsac is.
What I noticed about working at a really large school is that everyone feels really disconnected. And so for me, the appeal of tsac was the smaller, more intimate nature of the college.
The culture at tsac gives you a really family feeling. You feel belonged, you feel that you have support, you feel that you are in a space where you can count on anyone. The culture and the word family kind of links with me. So when I go home, I've got my own family. When I'm here, this is tsac family.
I feel like I belong here. I feel that I have a purpose here, and that the school wants to keep growing in Springfield, that it cares about its young people a great deal. We're working together as much as we can to fulfill the potential of our young people here.